Hey guys, it's Keisha and welcome back to the Abstract Nature series. So I have an announcement. For those of you that know me very well, you have watched me do photography for 2 years and I have a sad announcement. I have to retire my Canon 60D. This is the camera that got me started. I cherish it very much. It was given to me by my dad and he keeps saying he wants it back. I don't think I'll ever use it, even if he does get it back. But I mean, I've been through so much with this camera, and I mean it's falling apart. But so is the sensor. I would like to replace the sensor and use it as a backup camera in the future. Unfortunately, for now, the photos it takes aren't great. And I needed something that was going to actually help me with the things that I wanted to do and help me continue being a photographer, basically. So what am I shooting on? Well, I am shooting on my Canon 80D. So last week we talked about trigger moments. And if you didn't get a chance to watch that video, here's a link in the description to go back to that video and get caught up. Because I took the video on my 60D last week, it'll be kind of blurry because this one actually follows my face, which is lovely. It actually takes really great video, so I'm really excited about it. So let's talk about this week. So no one submitted to the hashtag #AbstractNatureCaliburn, so I don't actually have any featured photos for you, but I think I'll show you some of mine, which will be going up on Instagram this week. So I took a photo of some berries, a photo of some snow falling with an ugly background. I got a photo or two of some leaves. And then I got a photo of a branch and a photo of an acorn. So my favorite of all these photos is probably the one of the berries. And that's because I just love contrast. I love the red on dull background. I don't know. I love the color red. So the other shot that I really enjoyed was the acorn shot. I don't always do black and white photography, and typically because I shoot in RAW, if I shoot in black and white, I'm going to end up with a colored photo anyways and have to edit it later. But I am excited. If you guys follow me all the way into January and February, we're gonna have a whole month dedicated to black and white photography, which is gonna be intriguing and difficult, but I'm excited, which is followed by a month entirely in color. So I'm really excited about that. But what are we doing this week? This week we are going to be talking about patterns, finding patterns in nature. So one of the things that I've noticed with abstract nature photography is that it lies in two major realms. Either a lot of patterns, and patterns are awesome because they create a lot of structure in your photo, which is why we're starting off with the patterns, because good photos have structure, or in the very least, they have structure by not having structure, and you can only do that really difficult concept by understanding the first concept. So really good photos have structure, which is why in abstract nature photography, when you see a patterned photo of something in nature, it's instantly more appealing. So we have a few choices with that. We have spiral patterns, like in this nautilus shell that I ripped from the internet, and I will figure out where it came from and put it in the description below. We also have lined patterns, like that on a zebra, which they're appealing to look at, not just because they look like dumb horses, but also because they're striped. So these are the two major, most identifiable patterns that you can find in nature. So, and then the last kind are indefinite patterns. So like this photo from Bonnie Bruno, you can see that there's a pattern, but it's hard to define what that pattern is. So for the next week, I'm going to be trying to figure out where and what trigger moments produce photos with these kind of patterns. If you want to submit to me your stuff and be potentially featured in next week's video, use the hashtag #AbstractNatureCaliburn in order to be a part of that, and I'll showcase it next week. For this next little bit, let's just see what we can do with finding these patterns and making sure that they structure our photo. So what about what I said earlier about there being two kinds of abstract nature photography? There's the patterns, which we just talked about and we'll be looking at this week. And then there's conceptual. It doesn't look like there's any pattern, and you can kind of tell what something is, but you don't know what it is. And that's something we'll look at later. It's kind of like those photos that almost look like oil paintings, or you can see a part of something, but you're not sure what it is. Like this photo I took. For those of you that have been told what this photo is, please don't ruin it for anybody else. In the comments down below, feel free to try and guess what that thing is, and I will tell you guys next week what it is. Hint, it's not bubble wrap. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me how your day was. Tell me how your week is going. And don't forget to follow me and Caliburn on Instagram. Caliburn is where all of my regular stuff is going to show, all of the regular portraiture work, and then mine is going to be filled with abstract nature photos for the next 6 months, just to follow with this series. Anyways, have yourselves a lovely day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.